Well, hi, I'm Andrew Drane and welcome to another episode of Real Estate Q&A, where I invite you to ask me questions about all things real estate. I do my best to answer them. Today, Derek from Bella Vista has asked a very relevant question. What is the difference between a conditional and an unconditional buyer? Well, the simple answer is this, Derek. A conditional buyer is someone traditionally that buys a property under a private treaty scenario. They want a 5 or a 10-day cooling off period, and during that cooling off period, they get their what we call due diligence completed. That might include building report, pest inspection report. They get their finance unconditionally approved. After the end of that cooling off period, which could be 5 or 10 days, they will pay the balance of their 10% deposit, and the property is then what we call unconditionally sold. Now, if you do pull out in that cooling off period, Derek, what you will lose is 0.25% of the purchase price. Now, an unconditional buyer is someone who you might see at an auction. What they've done is they've done their due diligence leading up to the auction. They've done their building and pest, they've done their finance. When they are bidding at auction, they're what we call a cash buyer. When the hammer falls, they will pay their 5 or 10% deposit right there, and the property is what we call unconditionally sold with no cooling off period. In my opinion, in talking to many vendors over my time, they always prefer the unconditional buyer. Why? They're more serious, they're cashed up, they've had their finance approved, they've done the building and pest inspection. When they say they want to buy the property and sign the contract, it's done, it's dusted, the property's sold. The vendor can move on and make their plans for the future. So Derek, thank you for your question. I hope I've gone a long way to answering it. Anybody else that has any questions, please feel free to SMS me on my mobile, put your questions in the comment section below, or go to our website, hillsliving.harcourts.com.au. I'm Andrew Drane. I look forward to your questions.